Holy Week. A whole week before Easter? Why? Let's find out. The week before Easter is called Holy Week. In Armenian, there's a better word for it. It's called Avak Shabbat. Avak means the great one, the superior one. This is the ultimate week. And in the Armenian church, we not only have celebrations and festivals, we not only have services, but we have an invitation to walk with Christ. You see, when you follow the gospel story, Jesus endures the passion of the Christ takes place. He goes up on the cross, and then he is buried, and then there is a resurrection. Now we take that lightly. We call it Easter. Easter is the celebration of all celebrations. It's an event like no other. And so in preparation for that, the Armenian church has this Holy Week, a whole week dedicated where not only we do services, but we walk with Christ. You see, it starts off on the Saturday before Palm Sunday. It's known as Lazarus Saturday. We remember how Jesus brought back to life his friend Lazarus. Palm Sunday is this incredible journey that Jesus takes into Jerusalem. And people put out palm branches. They take off their coats so that the Lord may enter into the holy city. If you go to church on Palm Sunday, we have this beautiful procession where we enter into the sacred city. Where is that sacred city? It's our heart, of course. During the week, there is the service of the 10 maidens. On Holy Thursday, the institution of the Last Supper. Do you know that every Sunday we celebrate the Holy Badarak? People say, why are you doing this Badarak every Sunday? Well, guess what? On Holy Thursday, Jesus Christ brought the bread and brought the wine and said, this is my body. He said, this is my blood. And he said, this is the service that you will do. And by this, people will recognize who you are, part of the Christian community. So the Holy Badarak begins on Thursday. In the evening of Holy Thursday, we have what is an unusual service. The priest, the head of the church, it could be the bishop. In Armenia, the Catholicos, gets on his knees and he washes the feet of the people. Jesus, in the Gospel of John, we read, the Lord and Savior, those same hands that created the universe, that same body that was pure and immaculate, got down on his knees and he washed the feet of the disciples in a celebration and in an example of humility. Now in the evening, there is a beautiful service which is called Chavarum. It means
the darkness.
And you may go into churches and people will be tying little knots in strings and everything. It begins from a story that comes to us from the Gospels where Jesus goes into Gethsemane before his passion, before his crucifixion. And he asks God that the cup pass away from him. And there he asks his disciples, stay awake with me. And that evening, if you go into the Armenian church on that Holy Thursday, each of the Gospels is read. Actually, 7 different Gospels are read. And as each Gospel is read, the lights are extinguished, the candles are extinguished, until we remain in darkness. Completely! All out! All the lights are out. Jesus asked that we stay awake. And so we have this tradition. We take a piece of string and we tie knots as a means by which we are reminded that we have to stay awake. By tying that knot, we're reminding ourselves that, hey, we have to be awake with Christ. It's not enough that he goes through the passion. We have to suffer with him. We have to walk with him. We have to be with him every moment. And then on Holy Friday, we have the crucifixion service. We have the burial service. And then on Saturday, we call it Jirakaluits. We pronounce that first message of hope that Christ has been resurrected, because the Gospels tell us that early Sunday morning, it was there that the disciples, and especially Mary Magdalene and the women who were bringing the oils, went to the tomb and they found it empty. That's Easter. We'll talk about Easter on another occasion. But in preparing ourselves for Easter, the Armenian Church gives us this Holy Week to not only commemorate, but to walk with Christ, to be with him during his sufferings. And that's the challenge that the Armenian Church always has for each and every one of us. Not to consider Christianity as something that existed 2,000 years ago, but Jesus Christ right now in our lives today, how he acts with us. And it's not enough that he acts with us. We have to act with him. We have to walk with him. We have to be with him, a companion to the Lord. This is the purpose of Holy Week, giving us an opportunity to walk, to feel the pain, and so that when we get to Easter Sunday, that message of hope, that message of resurrection is one that we not only commemorate, celebrate, but we understand because we have walked with him. May God bless you during this holy season, and especially this Holy Week. God bless all of you.